Never stop improving. If you're ready to be number one, to beat your competition, or to set your own path, go from zero to hero with the Josh Vegan membership. So let's really look at your business. Are you actually emotionally managing it or logically managing every single one of the campaigns? Emotional management is, I think it's going okay. We'll just go and do another open this weekend. Geez, I hope some buyers turn up. I really don't have to stand there at that open home again without anyone coming through. Oh, I don't know if I want to call the vendor. What does that look like? And you kind of get yourself into all of this emotional carnage. Whereas what you should be doing is you should be logically managing the campaign. Logical management of stock is thinking about some things like how long has the property actually been on the market? How many inquiries have we received? How many inspections have resulted? And in addition to that, how many of those inspections have come back for a second appointment on the home? How many people have requested a copy of the contracts to potentially their solicitor or their conveyancer to review all of the essential items? And then in addition, how many people have actually made an offer? Now, what we know is that by certain days on the market, we want certain activities. If we're out to day 7 and we haven't seen second appointments, we're in trouble. If we're at day 14 and we don't have someone coming to make an offer on the property, we're also in trouble. And if we're not in a position that we've got a couple of parties trying to buy the property prior to the auction, then we know that we're going to be in trouble there as well. What we also need to do is to think about how we present information in context. So let's say, for example, that you've got a property and it's on the market at $1 million. Let's say, for example, that you've got an offer of $945,000 and you genuinely think that the $945,000 is most likely the money because it is the buyer that has paid the most. If you actually take that offer forward, the $945,000 in isolation, the owner won't know whether or not that's actually a good offer or not. But here's something that might happen. Let's say, for example, that you're able to get 2 offers at the same time. You've got one at $945,000 and another one at $880,000. Imagine that you take both of those offers forward to the owner. You present them the offer first of the $880,000. You then show them the second offer that you've received from a different buyer at $945,000. My guess is that the offer at $945,000 is much more likely to be accepted than the one at $880,000. And now because they've seen the $880,000, they actually know that the one at the $945,000 is a much better offer because that particular buyer is more urgent and all of the above. And this is an important skill set. Because if you start to get logical about the business, you start thinking, how do I put information in context to allow people to make better decisions? So they can actually see what the inquiries are doing, they can see whether or not we're getting second appointments, they can see where the current offers are, so then they can actually make a better decision. And this is your job, to be a great real estate agent, be logical in your approach, understand the emotional context of what we're doing, but make sure that you've always got a solution of what we should be doing next to get us to sold. And that's ultimately why our customers have employed us. Well, I really hope that you enjoyed this week's coaching tip, and we look forward to seeing you next week.